It's time to flush the toilet on the NBA because the NBA is in the toilet. The NBA is in the toilet, and there's a variety of reasons for why it is. And I've broken down a few of them just based on this weekend's All-Star weekend with LeBron James and Anthony Edwards opting out the day of the game, and so other guys can't get in. The way they did this thing with the four teams, and one third of them are one of them is not even all stars. And how you have Adam Silver, who's just a completely incompetent commissioner to the league. It's just a messy, messy, messy situation with the NBA and why it's such trash. I mean, you have L'Angelo Ball as your talent on Friday. You like, you have Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama embarrassing the league with their bullshit. In that skills competition. It's just one thing after the other. It's a cheapening and cheapening and cheapening of the league, the NBA, and how everything rolls with the NBA. And so you've seen a continuing downward trend of the NBA. The ratings are terrible, and they come up with bad gimmicks that they think are going to work in typical fashion. They don't. So in this fifth part, and I think this is going to wrap up the part the NBA's in the toilet series. In this fifth part, we're going to hit on the reality of what has destroyed more than anything the NBA and NBA All-Star Weekend. It's an entitlement issue. And you know whose fault it is? I'll let you know. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Coming Out the Podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont, aka Rudy the Hammer. This is where we talk facts over feelings. For those of you who are new to this channel, I appreciate you jumping on. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. And for those of you who are new, who are not new, who have been here before, hit the like button, pound the like button. I want everyone pound the like button. Pound it right now. Don't wait. And thank you again. Comment. I appreciate y'all. Let's talk about this. Let's really talk about this here because there's one name for it. It's LeBron James. It's very simple. You should know it by now. LeBron James is the sole reason for the absolute destruction and desecration of NBA All-Star Weekend. Yeah, it's a desecration because LeBron James has been the face of the NBA for the past decade or so. When he finally won the championship in 12, what was it, 12 with the Heat, that's when I think he officially became the real face of the league. Up until that point, I think it was Kobe. I think it was arguably Kobe. But I think in 12 is when he became the face of the league, and deservedly so. He's done a lot of great things. Obviously, he's got the scoring record. He's one of the greatest players of all time. Like it's impossible to debate that. Like he's one of the greatest players of all time. Whether you think he's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter. He's one of the greatest players of all time. And his power is very, very strong in this league. And whatever he does or hasn't done, people will follow. And you're seeing that right now. You're seeing people follow his example or lack thereof. So what am I talking about? We just saw Mac McClung win the dunk contest for the third straight year. Let's let that sink in. Mac McClung won the dunk contest for the third straight year. I don't even know how to think about that. I don't even know what to think when that's. I don't even know what to think. I don't know what to think, and I don't know what to think because I really think that you could have a great dunk contest, but you need your all-stars to compete in it. The fact that you have a guy who's not even in the NBA winning your dunk contest 3 straight years is a problem, a big problem. It's a massive issue. And look, this is nothing against Mac McClung. He's actually a really fucking good dunker. I mean, kid got mad hops, and if he was an all-star or even in the NBA, it might actually hold water because having him in this contest, you could just go to any random park in the street and find someone to be in a dunk contest if you're going to allow G League players to compete in the NBA All-Star Weekend dunk contest. Like it doesn't make sense to me that a guy who doesn't even play in the NBA, who's a G League player and still a G League player, I'm pretty sure he's still a G League player, gets the opportunity to continue to be in the dunk contest. Like it's unbelievably silly. He's in the G League. He's played one game this year, for 5 minutes. And look, again, Mac McClung, he has serious flipping hops. And yeah, I think the novelty of him being a white dude also gives more wow to it because look, most white dudes can't jump. Like we know the movie, and the movie is what the movie is. It's not like it's not a fact. So the fact that he's able to do this is great for him. But we got to keep it real, man. You can't have a guy who's not in the league winning the dunk contest for 3 straight years. But what LeBron James did in 2004, when he decided to not compete in the dunk contest, was nothing short of criminal. I mean, it was as criminal in nature an offense as there ever could possibly be. And I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the day, when LeBron James was a senior in high school, he competed in the McDonald's All-American dunk contest. So tell me why LeBron James, as a senior in high school, just 1 year earlier, was able to compete in this contest, but then he gets to the NBA as a rookie, high flying, dunking on everybody, averaging 20 a game as a rookie, and he decides, oh, well, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I want you to think about this for a second. I want you to really, really understand the reality. The reality is this. All-stars used to compete in the dunk contest. They did. The big dogs used to compete in the dunk contest. They did. They stopped doing that after LeBron James said no. Like, you can go look back at the history. Outside of Dwight Howard, name another all-star who has been in the dunk contest the year he was an all-star. I'll wait. I'm doing this off memory because so don't if you want to be if you know for sure, please do comment about it because I know Zach LaVine was in it, but Zach LaVine, as far as I recall, was not an all-star when he competed in the dunk contest. Zach LaVine, Zach LaVine won an all-star until 2021. And I don't think he competed in the dunk contest after he left Minnesota, if I recall correctly. If I remember correctly, I don't remember this dude competing in the dunk contest after he left Minnesota. So he was a nobody. No one had ever heard. No one knew who the hell Zach LaVine was. He won the dunk contest in 15 and 16. His rookie year and his rookie year and second year, he averaged 10 points and 14 points. What an all-star. Aaron Gordon was a good player. He wasn't an all-star. He wasn't an elite player when he was in these dunk contests. Derrick Jones wasn't an all-star. He wasn't some elite player. You go through it. The only guy who put himself out there to be in the dunk contest after 2003, who was an all-star when he was in it, was Dwight Howard. Everybody, and that was in Orlando. Everybody else is like just a guy. I know Andre Iguodala was in it. Andre Iguodala was in the dunk contest, but when the hell was he? What the hell year was that? This is when Nate Robinson won in 06. What year? When the hell was what year was Iguodala? Iguodala 06. That was Iguodala's third year. Third year. I know he ended up being an all-star at some point, but yeah, he 06, he averaged 12 and a half a game. He wasn't an all-star. He wasn't that dude yet. But remember who was in the dunk contest in 2000? Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. They went against each other. Like monster dunks. Steve Francis back then was a stud of a basketball player. Jason Richardson was a really good ball player. Like he wasn't some bum. So when you look at these guys who were in the dunk contest, now you look at the guys who won it, like 2003, Jason Richardson, 2002, Jason Richardson, 2001, Desmond Mason, 2000, Vince Carter. I don't remember. They got rid of the dunk contest in 99 to 98, I guess. I don't remember that. But okay. Kobe Bryant, 97, Brent Bear, 96, Harold Miner. Remember, he was baby Jordan, 95. J.R. Ryder was another baby Jordan in 94. He was the originator of the under the legs dunk. Harold Miner again in 93. Cedric Ceballos, 92. D. Brown, Dominique Wilkins, Kenny Walker. I remember he wasn't that good. Michael Jordan, Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins. I mean, bro, you got guys that were ball players. And then you look at the guys after that. Nate Robinson won 3 times. Gerald Green. Blake Griffin is okay. He was an all-star. Was he an all-star in 2011? I think he was. Let me confirm. 2011. No. Yeah. Yeah, he was. It was he was a rookie year. Yeah, he was an all-star. Okay. So he was another one. So that's one of 2 guys. 2 guys. Then you got Jeremy Evans, Terrence Ross. Now, John Wall, I didn't even remember that John Wall was in this damn thing. But John Wall, he definitely wasn't at all. He was a young star at the time, I believe, in 14. Yeah, he was an all-star. Okay, another one. So I stand corrected. So John Wall, then Zach LaVine, Glenn Robinson, Donovan Mitchell in 18, Hamidou Diallo, Derrick Jones, Anthony Simons, Obi Toppin, and now Mac McClung for 3 straight years. But you are missing star power in the dunk contest. Where's Anthony Edwards? I know this year he couldn't do it. He's hurt. But where's Anthony Edwards? Where? Look at the dudes who are big time dunkers. Where are they? Where are they? Someone please tell me, where are the big time dunkers for all-stars? Where? It's me. It's you too. We don't know. They don't do this. They don't spend their time trying to entertain fans because they're all selfish. And LeBron James's decision in 2003 will go down as one of the most selfish moves in the history of the NBA. And I'm 2004. You can go back and you can say, well, what about Dwayne Wade and Carmelo and Chris Bosh? Those guys weren't dunkers. Dwayne Wade was an in-game dunker. He wasn't a dunk, like a fancy dunker. LeBron James was in dunk contests in high school, and he doesn't do it his rookie year, his second year, his third year. He set the tone for the future of the dunk contest, or the lack of future for the dunk contest. It's the worst competition there is. Who the hell was in the damn competition this year? I don't even know. It was yesterday. I don't know. Who the hell was in it? Who the fuck was in yesterday's dunk contest? Who was in this shit? I don't even know. I have absolutely no idea. Trey Murphy III. I guess Jaylen Brown did do it, but he was a blah dunker. He was blah. It was Stephon Cat. Well, that was 23. Stephon Castle this year. Like, okay. Bruh, it's just trash. This shit is trash. And this is just another example of why the NBA is just so ungodly bad now. It's toilet bullshit. You have the most elite star you've had over the last 20 years basically changed the future of the All-Star weekend and the biggest event of All-Star weekend for what was to an afterthought. We'd all rather watch the three-point contest. The fact that y'all begging to see Caitlin Clark shoot against Steph Curry tells you where we are. The fact that the NBA is crying about Caitlin Clark not competing in the three-point contest against a man tells you the problems that exist in the NBA today. It's unbelievable to me, and it's very disheartening and disappointing. But this all started in 2004 when LeBron James said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's just that simple. He chose himself over the league, the future of the league. Every other big dude, every other big time jumper, high riser, they did it. Jordan, Dominique, Kobe, they all did it. You had an opportunity to do it. Vince Carter, T-Mac, they all did it. Win or lose, they did it. But you were so worried about losing than you were about continuing the history of the face of the league being in the dunk contest at some point. And you cheated. You cheated your fans. Like, you can sit here and say what you want. There is not a LeBron James fan out there that doesn't wish LeBron James competed in the dunk contest. Not one. They all wish he had. They would have loved to have said, LeBron was a dunk contest champion. Remember that. They can't say that. And I'm not going to sit here and say that's another reason why he can't ever be the GOAT. But the shoe fits. It is another thing that he didn't do, that he chose not to do for. And I'm not sitting here saying he should have done it in 2010. I'm saying that in his first 5 years, before he was 24 years old, he should have been in that dunk contest at least once. If he didn't want to do it as a rookie, he should have done that shit within those first 5 years when his legs had the most spring on them. And he chose not to. And it's something that will forever be something that basketball fans missed out on. Because at the end of the day, basketball fans buy tickets. Basketball fans are why LeBron James is a billionaire. The fans are why he's a billionaire, not his talent. Fans. Fans are why all these guys make so much money. And they forget so often why they are in the positions that they are in. The fans who support them, buy their jersey, buy their merch, pay for tickets, do everything. That's how. Where do you think the TV deals come from? They come from fans. Even though the ratings are down, they still average over 1 million viewers a game for every national TV game. Doesn't matter who plays. Doesn't matter who plays. And the fact that even at that time, David Stern did not really press LeBron to be in that is a failure on his end as well. But, man, it's a mad disappointment that you're going to go down after LeBron retires and you say that you never saw a guy who could put his head through the fucking rim. And what would have made LeBron in the dunk contest so special, it would have been it's all about power. There's Michael Jordan had that glide and the gliding, but he had a glide and power. Dominique Wilkins was power. Kenny Skywalker, he wasn't a star by no means, but Kenny Skywalker dunked with such ridiculous power that the ball came through, hit the ground, and bounced up to the backboard. Like, that power in the dunk, Vince Carter, look at those dunks. I mean, he would rip the rim off. It was the power, that rise, and then that force. And there's no player, and I'm telling you this, there's no player, in my opinion, that dunks or has dunked in the NBA, in an NBA game, with more power than LeBron James. Like, I can only imagine him in an NBA dunk contest as a grown man, because I saw his dunk contest in high school at the McDonald's All-American game. I saw it on TV. I remember it. He won the thing on power. His dunks weren't anything special. And maybe that was his concern, is that he didn't have much in the bag. But no one would have cared, man. People would have seen him fucking tear the rim down and be like, oh. Because doing a windmill with the force and ferocity where your face, where your fucking forehead is kissing the rim and your elbow is in the rim and the ball hits the ground and bounces back up right through the basket. There's nothing like that shit, man. And he made a he doesn't maybe not he maybe he doesn't think he made a mistake, but he made a mistake and he cheated his fan base. And that's another reason why the NBA is in the toilet, because that decision created an entitlement, an absolute entitlement. And Draymond Green talked about that entitlement earlier this weekend on Friday or Thursday in his media session. There's an entitlement that's been created in the NBA where guys want stuff before they've earned it. They all want it before they. That's what NIL is. NIL is the definition of you got it before you earned it, so you don't work hard. Michael Jordan talked about that. You don't work hard. They don't work hard, so they don't care, and they're all entitled. And because he did that or didn't do that, he made a bunch of dudes entitled after the fact. Because there's been plenty of big time dunkers who could have been in this competition who didn't do it. And right now, you're looking at the Anthony Edwards of the world, and he still hasn't done it. He's 5 years in, 6 years in, whatever he's in, number of years. Why? Jason Tatum, why hasn't he done the dunk contest? Like if I look at the guys right now in the league, and I think of the dudes right now that whether or not they're incredible dunkers or not, if I look at the dudes that are in the league, Giannis, like I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Who else? Cade Cunningham. Hell, I'd love to see Victor Wembanyama in the dunk contest right about now. Just looking at different guys who might be there. There's other guys who've been in it. I know that. Well, yeah, man. I think we've been cheated over. Some of these dudes who have decided just not to do it, and it sucks. It really fucking sucks. I think Jason Tatum would be one that should be in it. He gets up, bro. Bam Adebayo. I know he's not a superstar, but he's an all-star level player. Bam Adebayo should be in the all-star, and it should be in the dunk contest. No question about it. He should be in the dunk contest. You know, so there are guys, and that I'd love to see do this, and they wait too long to the point where they don't have that same hop. I mean, really, realistically, the hop goes. The hop absolutely goes. So you got to do it when you're young, because after a few years, you don't have that same spring. But anyhow, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. Like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell, leave a comment. This is Rudy's Rant. We talk facts over feelings. Come on now.